What up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan, the Lakers fan. Welcome to the stream. I'm live streaming right now. My quick live reaction after the Lakers lose, unfortunately, to the Los Angeles Clippers. Forgot the score. I was setting up the camera and everything, getting ready to live stream, guys, because I know you guys are gonna need it tonight. Very interesting game, full of emotions. All right, let's start off with the obvious. Right, Lonzo Ball did not have a great game. Matter of fact, that's an understatement. He had a horrible game for his debut. But there's a huge silver lining to that, and I will get more into that a little later into the video. How you guys doing, man? Welcome, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. It was a very close one. We would have won it if Brandon Ingram had not gotten the cramp. But this is going to be interesting because I know if you guys get on social media, everybody's going to be saying Lonzo's a bust, blah, blah, blah. All right, everybody who says Lonzo's a bust after one game in the summer league is a complete and total idiot and does not know basketball and should not talk basketball. We won't know if Lonzo's a bust till like maybe 2 to 3 years into his career. First of all right. Last year, everybody was saying Ingram was a bust after the first summer league game. If you guys recall, his shots weren't falling as well. He had the jitters. He wasn't attacking the rim, and he looked weak. They were having their way with him. Now look at him 1 year later, and he looks like a star in the making. And I got to say, I'm going to start off with the positive, man. Brandon Ingram has took that extra step that it's going to require to be a superstar in this league. He's starting to, he looks like he doesn't belong in the summer league. You know, he's such an animal, and I couldn't be happier. We have one, guys. We have one for sure. One special player so far in Brandon Ingram. But he's not alone because it looks like we may have landed another second round steal with Thomas Bryant. Man, this kid was spectacular. He was blocking shots, getting rebounds, hustling, and he was scoring, guys. He could even stretch the floor. That kid looks amazing. All right, those were the top two players of the game. Now, who didn't look so good? Let's get right into this, guys. There's no nice way to put it, but Ivica Zubac did not look good at all. He was getting muscle down there. He looked like he regressed, but of course, we can't read too much into it. It's just one game. Don't worry about it too much, guys. They'll have a shot to redeem themselves tomorrow. This is going to be a quick video, guys, just simply because I want to get my thoughts out there. I was going to do, you know, my regular clip with the intro and everything, but I was like, man, I was too emotional. I was happy, nervous, and a little upset at the same time because I thought Brandon Ingram had gotten injured. That would have been horrible. I would have been upset if he had, you know, broken something. Thank God, guys. That's a victory in itself. Thank God he was okay. I'll get right into the questions right now, but first I want to clear up everything. Lonzo Ball looked horrible on offense, but he did not look horrible overall. I mean, he was great rebounding and pushing the pace. The first half, he was a great floor general for us. He had 0 turnovers. He looked amazing. Now, the Clippers made an adjustment, and they started ball pressuring him. They started doing ball denial between him and Ingram because they saw that connection. So he's going to have to learn to adjust, read, and react to that. Again, first game, got jitters out of the way. I'd rather it happen right now than, you know, later on in the season. So this is fine. This is totally okay. Sure, he shot what was it? He shot 2 for 13 or 14. Hey, it happens. That's what Summer League is for. We're here to get everything out of the way. But here's the thing, though. Lonzo Ball showed a lot of things that D'Angelo didn't show in the past running point guard for us. For one, the way he pushed the pace, he should have had at least 10 assists. A lot of his teammates weren't converting on layups, or they were getting fouled, or they weren't hitting their wide open shots or whatever. But he did have like 10 to 12 very nice passes that should have been converted in the regular season. Most likely they will be converted. So I could already see Lonzo Ball averaging 8 to 9 assists a game, which is amazing for a rookie point guard. Right now we're about to see De'Aaron Fox go up against Josh Jackson, so I'm going to make this video quick like I said. But he showed me a lot of great things Lonzo did. For one, he's very unselfish. A lot of the times, he had that first quick burst of speed where he got to the rim. I mean, that's something D'Angelo couldn't do during his first summer league stint. So he's already ahead of the curve. Yeah, he missed layups and stuff, whatever. But that's going to come, you know. Jordan Clarkson looked rusty too in summer league and in some of the early games. But that's going to come, you know, the more he gets his feet wet into the league. It's just first game. They had him playing like 5-6 months, guys. And honestly, I was actually very encouraged by his floor general leadership skills. The way he pushed the pace, the way he found guys wide open. He turned the ball over a couple of times, but, you know, it was nothing that can be overcome. You know, most of his turnovers weren't even his fault. Like the pass he did to Zubac, that was Zubac wasn't really awake in this game for some reason. He should have. When you play with Lonzo, you always have to have your hands ready. And a couple of times Zubac got the ball inside and they were slapping it away, or he wasn't ready. But the bottom line is that he showed flashes, right? That lob dunk pass to Brandon Ingram to start off the game. You know, and a lot of nice passes he did when he penetrated and hit teammates wide open. Unfortunately, they weren't ready to shoot. They always have to be ready. But also, he showed that he's very unselfish. He has a quick first step. He was able to get to the rim. Of course, he was going up against Kendall Marshall, so I'm not going to read too much into that. But he did show a lot of playmaking ability. He needs to be able to pull up more mid-range because he pulls up too many threes. But I'm sure Magic Johnson's going to get him right, just like Magic Johnson got Brandon Ingram's mentality right. Look at him now. Brandon Ingram is a total different player since Magic Johnson came on board. So I'm not even worried about Lonzo. Magic's going to correct his decision making and make him be more aggressive. The way he attacks the rim, he has a quick first step. He can get to the rim at will. And then if the defense commits, then he should kick it out. But if they don't, he should finish. He had a couple layups he passed up. Again, first game that will be corrected. I love the fact that Magic was by the bench right there, you know. I love the fact that that Magic was so much into the game. When Brandon Ingram got that cramp and the coaches were wondering if they should put him back in the game because he wanted to go back out there, 26 points, looked like a beast, right? Even defensively, he had like 3 blocks, a couple of steals, and that beautiful no-look assist. Brandon Ingram wanted to finish this game so bad. He probably would have won it, I'm pretty sure. That's why I'm not even mad about the loss. But Magic was like, no, we're not going to risk this over no dumbass Summer League game, right? That's why I said, even if we don't win Summer League, I just want to see improvement. And I've seen that from Brandon Ingram, right? And which is the most crucial player we need to see improvement from because he's going to be our go-to, especially with Lonzo. Lonzo's going to find him, you know. But, again, any idiot that says Lonzo's a bust, ignore him. Stay off of Twitter, Laker fans. They don't know what they're talking about. They're going to be hating on us when Lonzo's averaging a triple-double or something near to that. Because the kid can rebound, which is impressive. He had like 5 or 6 rebounds. He's really, really good. Also, his defense is something that impressed me today. He had like 2 or 3 steals where he poked the ball away, and it ended up being converted into Laker buckets. So that was really impressive. I didn't think he was that great of a defender. He stays in front of his man. He had a block. He was pretty well-rounded. The only thing, again, his shot wasn't falling. That's going to come. If you guys recall last year, Brandon Ingram, his shot wasn't falling. D'Angelo Russell's shot wasn't falling, and now look at him. He's a great shooter. So I got to say, don't even trip, guys. It's just game 1. We play again tomorrow, which is going to be a bigger test versus the Boston Celtics. I'm going to be interested to see if Brandon Ingram plays or not. Magic might just pull him for the rest of the Summer League since he already showed out, and he doesn't really belong, right? But don't even worry about it, guys. This is actually exciting me. By the way, Thomas Bryant, besides Brandon Ingram, was the player of the game. That kid plays with so much heart. What a steal. We got him at the 42nd or 43rd pick. This is another one of these guys that's going to stick like Jordan Clarkson. Steal, guys. You guys should be hyped. By the way, Joseph Zubac is not trash, all right? He just had an off night. He already proved himself last season in the NBA. So, Summer League, NBA, different animal. Anybody who's tripping on these players over one Summer League game, you can't really trip off of anybody over one Summer League game. Now, if they continue to have these kind of games for the rest of the Summer League, then you guys can start the conversation. But right now, it's too early. Again, there were plenty of good things to be had from this game. The defense wasn't there as well. I mean, they were lost in communication a couple of times, and we gave up some easy buckets. By the way, Bryce Johnson looked good from the Clippers, so they're lucky they drafted that kid. He's going to be good. But again, I was actually, like I said, impressed overall. Brandon Ingram just made my night, honestly. The way he put the team on his back and even tied the game, that's something he didn't show all last season, right? So I just got to tell you guys, man, I'm happy. Brandon Ingram is one of our stars. We could already start counting him as one. Just like the Sixers count Embiid and all these other guys as a star, we can count Brandon Ingram as one, even though it's just Summer League. But he showed this at the end of the season, you know. I'm not going to blame anybody for the loss. You know, like I said, guys weren't really hitting shots. They had a lot of open ones. They weren't really hitting shots and stuff like that. But I will say that, you know, it's the rust, the Summer League rust. This is what Summer League is all about, you know. LeVar Ball saying the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. All right, now I'm going to start taking questions, guys. I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts. I'm going to take some quick questions. When we hit like minute number 20, I'm getting off because I want to see this De'Aaron Fox versus Josh Jackson. But, Yo, my answer to LeVar Ball saying we're going to make the playoffs is, who knows? We're still like a couple free agents away. If we can land KCP, Cantavius Caldwell-Pope, we're going to be in great position to not only make the playoffs, but to compete this year in the West. So definitely I am hyped for the free agency. We still have a lot of money, so we're still a threat, right? Personally, if I was KCP, I would choose the Lakers, right? Because he fit in perfectly with Lonzo. Lonzo is one of the reasons that Ingram went off, because he doesn't hold the ball. That's what another thing you guys aren't noting. A point guard that passes the ball becomes contagious. Look how the whole team played. The whole team was moving the rock. They looked like a little bit. They had glimpses of like Showtime Lakers style. Kuzma was really nice as well. Anybody who's hating on Kuzma, he showed a little bit of versatility. Josh Hart showed some defense, even though they were whistled for fouls. I was a little impressed by Josh Hart. And again, Thomas Bryant was the best of the bunch tonight of the young players. But that should change, through the nights as they come. I did not like the starting lineup, guys. Seriously, Travis Ware does not play that great defense, and that's why Bryce Johnson was able to eat. And also, why the heck did we start Vander Blue over David Nwaba or our shooting guard round pick, Josh Hart? Sorry, why did we start him over Josh Hart? That's ridiculous. But it is what it is. I'm not the coach; they are. That's part of the reason why we lost. Again, I'm not going to blame any particular players. Lonzo was completely off. If we would have made some of those shots, we would have won easily. So, but that's going to change. Again, just the off night. Every NBA player in the history of all time has had an off night. Every NBA player has had an off night. So, you can't really, trash somebody for one night. Anyways, for those of you guys saying they should have kept D'Lo, no. This is going to work wonders for Brandon Ingram. Look, now he's the man. He's the guy. You guys saw what he did tonight. I got to tell you guys straight up, because of what he did tonight, that actually proves Magic right, that D'Lo was holding the ball too much, and that kind of affected Brandon Ingram in a way. This is actually a career high for him, even though it's just summer league. He had never scored over 21, 22 points a game. If that doesn't say something about your point guard, which at the time was D'Angelo, I don't know what does. First game with Lonzo, and look at him now, 26 points. So things are only going to start skyrocketing off of here. I'm going to take a couple more questions, guys, because I want to check out this De'Aaron Fox game versus the Phoenix Suns and Josh Jackson. But again, overall, I'm pleased with the Lakers, especially Brandon Ingram and Thomas Bryant. The rest is irrelevant. Stay off of Twitter if that kind of stuff bothers you guys. I don't care. People talking trash, they don't know basketball. Anybody who says Lonzo's a bust or anybody is a bust in the first game of Summer League, you guys don't know basketball, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, guys, I'm taking questions now. I'm going to answer a couple of them, and then I'm going to get right back to watching some more Summer League. So hit me up, guys. Let me know. What do you guys want to ask me? Okay. Yo, you're mad we lost the Summer League game, bro? I'm happy we didn't lose a player. We could have lost Brandon Ingram, to a tragedy. Thank God it was nothing serious. So that's my take out of that. Will Ingram play tomorrow? Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Magic Johnson pulls him out. He already showed out. He showed he's going to be the leader of the team. Scoring-wise, he's going to be our go-to. So I don't know what else you can see from Ingram. So I doubt it. He might even pull him out for the rest of the Summer League. Tatum looks amazing, but Brandon Ingram is better than Tatum. Straight up, Brandon Ingram is better than Tatum. I would not draft Tatum because, again, Ingram is the alpha on this team. He's going to be taking over, so we don't need Tatum. We do need a stretch shooting guard who could play defense, though, and KCP fits that role. So, Yo, shout out to Steven, the Laker fan. Yo, I gotta tell you guys though, like I said, overall it was a good, fun game, and I did not mind the loss at all, especially since we lost Brandon Ingram. That factored into it. But Ingram's way better than Tatum. He has a year under his belt. Maybe Tatum will catch up. I don't know. But Ingram could take over games. Tatum, he hit a clutch bucket, but he's still not taking over games, even though he's putting up good numbers. So I'll definitely take Ingram. Sorry. Will Lonzo show up tomorrow? I believe so. I believe Lonzo will show up tomorrow. I wouldn't be shocked if he scores 15 to 20 points tomorrow, and he has a lot more assists. If guys convert, it's really gonna be up to guys to convert. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have the shooters in this summer league. I mean, David Nwaba's our shooting guard. You know, Vander Blue is a scorer, but I'm not sure how good of a shooter he is. And Travis Ware was probably the best shooter of the night. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm happy, guys. I'm really happy. Our future's really bright. Lonzo and Ingram are going to have beautiful chemistry. And I can't wait to see what Lonzo does with a guy like Brook, you know. Because guys weren't really cutting. I guess they're still finding themselves. So Lonzo could have easily had 10 to 12 assists straight up. Why am I not blaming Zubac and Lonzo out there? Because it's the first game of the Summer League. Come on, bro. You can't overreact to one game in the Summer League. If the rest of the Summer League goes this way, okay, I'll start the conversation with you. But right now it's just one game. You know, we play again tomorrow, so come back. You know, I'm definitely probably going to live stream or drop a video. But, you know, like I said, we can't be mad. It was a close game. It's just Summer League. Bryce Johnson balled out, but then again, he had Travis Ware on him, so. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it on the shirt compliment. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you, boss. Hey, man, I don't know about that. You have to really, Mr. Cool Guy, you have to really analyze the game. Lonzo was not really ass. He had 5 assists, okay? He kept the turnovers low, although a couple of them weren't really his fault. He got a couple, but I got to tell you guys, Lonzo Ball showed out today in different ways other than scoring, all right? He showed he's going to be a good rebounding guard. He showed he has court vision, and he's going to push the pace, get us easy buckets in transition. And he showed he can actually defend, which is, you know, a pleasant surprise. So he had like 2 or 3 steals with a block, and he was all over the passing lane. So he's going to disrupt the offense of the opposition. So that's always a good thing. And I got to say, yes, he had Kendall Marshall on him, and that's where Magic is going to come in and change up the mindset of this kid because he could have got a lot of easy buckets at the rim. But again, first game, he's tentative. He's trying to do right by his teammates. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter what happened in this game. Sure, his shot was off, but I was encouraged by seeing that he continues to look for a shot. So it's all good, man. By the way, what is Kendall Marshall doing in the Summer League? This guy's, isn't he like 30 or something? You know, he has experience, so don't underrate that. That goes a long way. But I got to say, I was pleasantly surprised overall by everybody other than Zubac. And, of course, Lonzo had a bad shooting night, but that's about it. It was just a bad shooting night. He showed flashes of great decision-making. He showed that he can be a good rebounding guard and that he's going to play defense. He's going to buy into defense. So, all in all, it was a win for us, especially because we didn't come out with an injury, guys. Let's be logical here. Sure, we didn't come out with the W. Summer League. W's don't mean crap in Summer League. We want these W's to come during a regular season. You know what I'm saying? So, overall, I'm pleased, honestly. I knew everybody was going to overreact. I saw that. My Twitter was starting to blow up and stuff. I just got off of Twitter because it annoys me. I don't have the time to educate all these fans on it's a Summer League game and these things happen. Not everybody, just because Tatum is having a good Summer League and you know, all these other young players are having a great Summer League, doesn't mean it's going to translate to a regular season. And just because Lonzo had a bad first game of the Summer League doesn't mean that's going to translate to a regular season. So, like, again, you can only read so much on these games. There's so much you can read. Yeah, I do, bro. You can add me. It's I'm so fly 24. Go ahead and add me. Exactly, Sabotage. Thank you for being a logical Laker fan. You already witnessed Lonzo does make players better. You see it the most with Brandon Ingram. Now, I'm not going to give 100% credit to Lonzo for Brandon Ingram's night because Ingram definitely put in the work in the offseason. But I got to tell you, you know, a lot of the buckets he got were because Lonzo was pushing the pace, right, and it was giving him the ball. If you have D'Angelo in that situation and he's jacking shots, whether he's missing or making, that's taking Ingram out of a rhythm. So we have to go with our go-to, and Lonzo knows that. He said it since he got drafted. The guy he's looking forward to play the most is Brandon Ingram, and Ingram and him are they're definitely gonna have a great relationship. You know, we have a bright future. 5 assists, guys, with a bunch of no-shooters on the team is pretty impressive, especially because guys weren't really doing back cuts and they weren't really running plays. A lot of the times I saw guys just standing around waiting for Lonzo to create for them, which he will do, but again, you can't overread too much into it, guys. It's just one game in the Summer League, so it's all good. Calm down, everybody. Simmer down. You know, it was an exciting game for me. I know everybody was screaming off the top of their lungs when Lonzo hit Ingram with that lob pass dunk. So I'm excited, guys. The future is really bright, especially now that we're witnessing that Brandon Ingram is ready to take the next step in the NBA to become an impact player, right? Lonzo wasn't scared at all. I didn't see Lonzo be scared or be faced by the fact that he was missing. If not, he would have stopped shooting, guys. So honestly, I was impressed by his demeanor. He stayed calm the whole way. He didn't hang his head. He continued to play, and that's crucial. Guys, these are minor tweaks. His shot was right on the line. I played basketball before, so I know that when your shot is right on the line and you're breaking it, either one of the two things, either you have to arc it more or you have to flatten it out a little bit more. Obviously, his shot's a little flat because he shoots it kind of from the chest like Sean Marion. But I will say this. If he arcs it a little bit more, I'm sure that's going to be a correction the coaches are going to make for him. His shots are going to be wet. They were right on target, guys. They were right there. The only shot that wasn't on target was that air ball he had. But hey, who does an air ball? Even the great Kobe Bryant when he was a rookie. So it's all good, guys. Again, the only people that are going to be overreacting are the haters or the people who don't know basketball. All of us, all of the other level-headed basketball fans, we know you can't read too much into one Summer League game. We've had superstars in Summer League that are busts in the NBA, like Jared Bayless, right? We've had guys like that. And also we've had superstars that balled out in Summer League. So it just depends. Bryce Johnson looked amazing. And I hate the Clippers, but I got to give it to him. He looked great. Again, he was going up against Travis Ware, but I can't make excuses. He still dominated. And that dunk he had was pretty sick. I will tell you this, guys. Lonzo has a quick first step. I saw him get to the rim whenever he wanted. Sure, he didn't finish. He was tentative. He was a little too unselfish. But I will say this. Lonzo Ball can get to the rim whenever he wants. He has a quick first step, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Watching Lonzo play, it just shows me that he is really, really going to be the real deal, guys. I really like the game overall. All right, guys, a couple more questions that I'm missing is probably a badass game over here. I want to see how De'Aaron Fox is doing. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate you, man. What about a shooting? Again, shootings are minor tweaks that people can correct. Biggest example is Brandon Ingram. How good did he look shooting in this game? He looked amazing. He had a turnaround jump shot. He hit some wide open threes. He was taking it to the hole. But I will say, again, you can't overemphasize the fact that these coaches in the NBA, they can tweak things here or there to make the shot more consistent. As long as the shot is on target. He didn't shoot any ugly shots. He didn't force anything. That's the best part. The only shots he forced were when the shot clock was winding down. But Lonzo's going to be special. He just has court vision. Big guard, can rebound. He's athletic. You guys saw that putback he had with one hand. That was nice to see. So just simmer down, guys. It's just one game. Just be excited for the future because Lonzo and Ingram, they're going to be no joke. They're going to be a sick tandem. And also, it looks like we got a couple of other steals. I like Josh Hart as well. I like the couple of young pieces we have. Thomas Bryant was the best young piece that showed out tonight. Let's see if he can follow it up with another performance tomorrow. It is what it is, guys. All right, guys. 3 more questions and I'm getting off. I want to see this game, man. Fultz is probably better at scoring, but as an overall point guard that's going to run the show, Lonzo's going to be the better point guard, especially in the long run. But it's cool. I'll give you Fultz for now because he's been showing out in Summer League. So I'll give you him for now. But Lonzo, I love his future. His future looks brighter than ever. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you, man. Talk about the second game. We're going up against Jason Tatum, so that should be exciting. That team has been winning, so it's going to be a good first test. This was a good first test, but obviously, Brandon Ingram got injured and he didn't finish the game, so we're going to have to adjust. But probably most likely Brandon Ingram's going to be out for the rest of the Summer League. So I didn't think there's anything wrong with the release, brother. I think it's the release point, how high and how low he's shooting. As long as he elevates his elbows a little bit higher, should have a little bit more arc. One more question, fellas, I'm getting off in a little bit. One more question. I appreciate you guys coming out to the video, though. I know Some of you guys might be a little upset. We haven't seen Laker basketball, but again, it's just a summer league game. I don't expect us to win a championship. If we do, great. It doesn't really mean anything for our season other than a confidence booster. But I just wanted to see improvement from especially Brandon Ingram, and I'm seeing it now. Let's see if Zubac can bounce back. One more question. Do I think Lonzo was nervous? No, I don't think Lonzo was nervous. He kept shooting, so he kept up with it. So that's what I did like. I liked his demeanor. He keeps a calm demeanor, and that really rubs off on the rest of the team. That's why they were able to make that little comeback, and Ingram was able to hit that shot. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys coming out. If you guys already haven't, please subscribe. Keep it locked right here for everything Lakers. I hope you guys enjoyed the Summer League mix I made yesterday, and I'll be dropping a lot more videos. I'm gonna go ahead and tune into this game, and I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow after the game. I'll be making another video. So stay tuned, guys. Much love and peace out, man.